Let's do a quick little eye look. Now, today I'm not going over here under the sea, but I'm gonna keep it a little bit more neutral and use this somewhere. I feel like that needs to go on my eyeball immediately. Of course, we're gonna do a couple looks. That's the way I always like to do palettes. I wanna inspire. I don't wanna just do one look. And I haven't really used a ColourPop palette in a minute. This one actually kind of spoke to me. I like the Little Mermaid, but I love it. But that being said, this color story is actually really inspiring. And using this as a base, I'm actually a little bit more tan now. So this is bright enough. Right after I bought Porcelain, so I'm using the shade Fair. And I've been having great success with this as an eyeshadow base. It is just really, really smooth. Shadow lays on it really smoothly. It just hasn't creased. I feel like the brush is important here. The C31 just gets things super, super thin and even across the skin. So I feel like that's one of the reasons I'm not having issues. But I'm really, really enjoying this. I'm not gonna worry too much about my lids base because I don't know what I'm doing there yet. I'm gonna keep this look pretty simple though. Start with this kind of muted pink. It's a little bright on the base. Ooh, that's pretty. Pinks for springs. I'm also gonna grab this color and kind of go right underneath it. Don't forget, friends, you can always mix your mattes. You can even mix your shimmers. Give them a little mixy mix. Picked up some more base. I want a little bit extra here. We're gonna do something a little sassy. Don't worry, we're gonna put this on our eye. I know everybody's waiting with bated breath. Me too. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat it. But I did want to first start with this shade. I think that'll be pretty, and we're just gonna start to place it here. That's a true sequin, and I love a true sequin. Oh yeah, give me the sparkle. Okay. Oh, my lid's a little looser than it used to be. Don't look. I feel like this shade is actually darker than this shade. Yes. There's more depth in that one. Ooh, still a good sequin. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this one. Oh, these pink little sparkles are so pretty to me. And press that all the way over here. Oh lordy, I'm all out of frame, out of control. It's okay, I'll probably just zoom in anyways. I like for you to see it up close. Okay, that should do it. Okay, so now that this is Feral Monday, I know that this color is going to be similar to where that is. And I like the idea of having just a little bit of depth here, not here. I'm actually gonna tidy that probably through there. But if it's kind of like putting liner, say we had like a dark liner and then we put something that's a little bit sheer on top, it's just gonna enhance the depth. So essentially I just wanted some depth here. And I'm just gonna pack this on. It's still gonna get covered, and I'm only going right through here. Although I haven't even touched that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a little opaque. Bit a little micellar water tidy. We have to touch it. In the next slide, we're gonna touch it. I'm so excited. I was waiting on y'all actually. So I need to figure out what kind of base I want with it, because if we do this more thick base, that could eat the shimmer, and that's not what we want. That's why I like those kind of thick bases with mattes, and that's why I like clear bases with shimmers. We can watercolor that over here a little bit with the micellar water. Don't be afraid to do a little watercolor painting. This is so pretty. Again, this is the first time I've touched it. It's more sheer. I was right. I wanted it to be more pigmented, but I think I'm getting kind of used to those intense pigments. But this is fun. I feel like if you're not one that wants to get into the wild, intense multi-chromes, this is gonna be a great option for you. I'm still gonna apply it with the C30. And for right now, let's put it on top of that. See? My vision was right. Oh, that's so pretty. So if you did want it to show up more intensely, you could have just covered the lid with this color. All right, let's get our clear base on for the rest of it. Stamp it over here. I'm gonna have that cascade pretty far over. Remember when I said I was gonna keep it simple? Please, please, Rose. I try, my friends. The color gremlin is just, it's too strong. I filled the pool. All right, C30, and we're just gonna start to paint this on. Big fan, big fan. Does remind me of the Little Mermaid for sure. Bring it over to the darker area, just a little bit. Remember the matte aqua shade? Let's just add a little bit more in here. I like all the colors together. It really does remind me of the ocean. Okay, time to tidy. I actually love the way this is turning out. That's really pretty to me. Nice. I'm not gonna do liner. I'll let that be the liner. I feel like Ariel would like 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬𝗕 lashes. I feel like she'd be all about it. And then I have Duo Line It Lash It already on my lash line. Need to wipe those off. Where's Sheila? It's always important to wipe them off because sometimes they can get a little bit of extra glue on them and then it'll just pull them right off, and then you just sit there and cry, and then the tears start to affect the lash. I've been there. So I'm gonna do complexion, just the foundation, and yeah, just foundation off camera because I'm gonna be filming a couple things, but we'll do all the blush and all that good stuff together. So I thought it'd be fun to walk through my under eye tutorial without any cuts. I'm taking this 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬𝗕 essence and I take it on a fluffy brush and just tap it underneath my eyes for some extra hydration. Now, while that's drying, because I want you to let it dry down, at least maybe even just fill of it. You don't want to put your concealer or your corrector on top of just super wet skincare, but I do find that when I apply it with a brush, I don't have to wait as long. So then I'm going to do a little bit of my Cool Sunrise corrector because my under eye is more blue, purple, and this is more of a yellowy peach, exactly what we need to correct that. I should have been more ready than this. I'm actually going to grab, oh, I have it right here. I'm trying to, again, we're doing this just like I'm doing it with you on FaceTime. So I'm going to take my C31. This brush is so delightful for correctors because not only does it keep them focused, but it just keeps them really nice and pigmented where we have what we're trying to correct. I don't need this corrector to go down here. I don't need it to go all around. I need it focused, and that's what this brush does. It also gets things super, super thin across the skin. And that is truly the key to creasing. Makes such a difference. So if you're having creasing, your concealer or your foundation or your concealer corrector foundation's too light, or you're just not getting it thin enough across the skin, or both. That is what I have discovered in my many years of makeup. That looks really nice. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my concealer. If I wanted to brighten, which maybe we will, this is a little bit lighter now that I'm more tan. And the reason I'm not correcting here is because I don't have anything to correct. Also, the under eyes tend to be a little bit darker because as human beings, everything sits a little further back. So that's why can be shadows sometimes. I don't know where my C32 went. This is from our Essential Travel set. I'll just use this one. Oh yeah, tappy tappy soft. And I think it's important to let this run because you see how I'm moving the product, how I'm even looking up, how I'm pressing, how long I'm gonna blend for. And you know what else I sometimes do? I always have Sheila in my lap. It's my makeup towel. And I'll even wipe my brush off. Ooh, look at that. And then I go back. I feel like that's a really helpful tip. I might not have never mentioned that, but sometimes our tools might pick up a lot. Now generally these don't because I'm gonna show you. See, it's not picking up a ton. I'll do it on this side too. Let's just go over here. But sometimes they do, and that's just kind of something I've always done is wipe my brush in between. I want you to see this blended out. I think it's very rare we get makeup tutorials without any cuts, so I think this is kind of fun. And this is where I would just, oh here, before I wipe it, here you go. See, it's not lumping and clumping in there, but I just always find that just taking away that tiny little bit of excess can really help with how it blends out. Now here I'm a little less worried because I'm not as expressive in that area. Now if I had it here, I would really want to focus on it and not put as much there. Smile lines, anywhere we normally crease. but these higher points are a lot more forgiving in terms of creasing and movement. Highlight, highlight. That's what goes on my head. And just for fun, I think we'll brighten a little bit. Now, if you have a more fair skin tone than me, I think you'd like this MAC one, but even for my skin tone, I'm at a light skin tone right now. Maybe light medium. I'll get to light medium as summer goes on, but this one is too light for me and it absolutely will turn gray. So if you're fair, you're gonna like the new MAC pink. I actually like, oh, I like this one. This one's a really nice one. This one's from Live Tinted. And if we wanna brighten, we can. Here, I wanna show you the difference between the Live Tinted and how bright this MAC one is. And that's why it's, that one is so good. If you have a more fair skin tone or very light skin tone, you're gonna love it. That one is just too white for me. But this one is giving some nice brightening, and it's super, super thin as well. This one right here, that one from Live Tinted. Because remember, powder's gonna be brightening too. Tap, tap, tap. Nice. Now, we need my Givenchy powder. And I want to give you a fun little tip. Sometimes I feel like the flocking on these is delightful, picks up the perfect amount, blah, blah, blah. Yes, I love these. They never betray me. I'm coming back to that, but I just don't want you to feel like I'm being sassy and yapping too much about the brushes. That being said, I love the idea of a preset. If you don't have those puffs, what I recommend you doing, I'm just drying off. Remember that brush that we used? It's drying off now. We're going to take a little bit of our powder here, and I'm just going to do a preset, and that is where you're kind of suggesting the concealer to dry down a little bit faster and a little bit more evenly, but you're not completely just setting and locking it in. So that is something I love doing. I call it presetting. It's not new. It's not, that's just what I've called it. I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to make up. I did something. Everything has been done. I'm just explaining it in a way that I needed things explained. Now, they actually don't pick up that much. And also I love using this particular powder because it does pick up not wild amounts, and then it's not lumpy. And it just sets so evenly. Now I have videos on doing a very bright under eye and ways to work around that, but this is what I wanted from my pretty little mermaid eye. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side. Nice. And then sometimes, there, I'll just go ahead and set the center. It's satisfying to watch me set my forehead. Nice. And then sometimes I'll take a little bit more just on the tip of the puff. I'll look up and just really press it in here. And kind of what that's doing, it's getting in, not the creases. Creasing is when our concealer gets in here and reactivates. That is a fine line from laughing and having such a laughy fun time. That's okay, that's normal. But I am making sure and kind of even moving things around with the tip of the puff to make sure that it's getting in every single little fine line and making sure that it's not going to crease, truly crease later. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. I really like how mauvey this shade is. Also, whenever I say the word mauvey, my brain swears that's not how you say it. And then it wants mauvey, and then it's like, no, mauvey. So anytime I use mauve, my brain just goes into this battle with itself on how to say it. I don't know. Mauve? I like mauve. There we go. Oh, I love this color so much. I wore it the other day. Kind of fell in love with it. And if you're wondering about the placement, so I'm leaving a little bit of room there. Let's do some clear base under here. And I'm not going to worry too much about smoothing this out because I'm basically I'm using such a small amount, friends. But that being said, I'm using it kind of as a mixing medium. That way I really don't have any fallout. And I wanted this shade here. It's gonna make my brown eyes really pop. Look at them. And then remember this shade? Let's go ahead and stamp that into that wet base. Yeah, that's a party I want to go to right there. I don't know why I thought I could keep it together. I really was just going to do a quick little look. Now I have a whole seashell on my eye. Let's just use this again as our bronzer. I've been using this a lot lately. I like that it's very toasty, but it's still, I mean, you can see it's very dusty rose, and it gives bronzer, but it just doesn't go full bronzer. You feel me. Ooh, I like it connected there. That's pretty. Have we used this together? Makeup Forever has the Artist Color pencils, but in a sparkle now. So we're gonna do this, and then I feel like Ariel would really, really wanna wear the lipstick we're about to put on. She would approve for sure. But let's get some shape going. Okay. We'll come back to that. And then this is Unearthly Cosmetics, shade Cherub. $1,000 out of 10. And then I'm gonna shade and overline a little bit more. All right, friends, let's see what this is all about. I'm actually gonna apply it with an eyeshadow brush. It has chunks in it. Oh, I like it. It's definitely mermaid. That's actual flecks of glitter. It's like a party on my face. I like it. I'm gonna push it in with my finger a little bit. That's fun. More. I feel like it needs pushed in. I should have used a denser brush. What do you think? Would you wear it? And you know how I just used that turquoise here and then put shimmer on top? Let's kind of do the same thing with this color. This one is Malibu Cooler. Just wanted a little more here. And I wanted to use a brighter pink because that is a little bit more snappy and bright. Fun. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. I'm a big fan. I like the collection. I think it's very, very fun. I feel like some of us probably already have something like this in our collection, but if you love the Little Mermaid and you don't have anything like this, I think it's fun. It's very, very intense. Looks like a filter. I think it's cool. Great quality. All right. I love you so much. I'm sorry for getting so out of control. I can't help myself. I love glitter, I love sparkle, and I love color. And more importantly, and most of all, I love you. Until the next video, bye for now.